Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing pretty well. And I have a little bonus video here for you guys today because I wanted to celebrate that the channel has crossed 150 subscribers recently, and so I want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel recently. It had been a while since I had recorded YouTube videos. I started really recording back a couple years ago when I was just doing Pokemon videos, and I wasn't sure how people would be receptive to a card game I created instead, but a lot of you seem to really like this content, and so thank you for sticking around, and I hope to keep you entertained with more stuff to come. And so to celebrate the 150 subscriber mark, I decided to do a video dedicated to all the cards that were inspired by the various hand-drawn gaming communities I'm in. So you got cards from the homemade trading card game community, inspired by characters from there, of course, as well as the paper computer games community as well. And that's actually a card that I'm going to start with here, and that's Tank Zuvak. I did a deck tech recently around this guy, but Zuvak is a popular character used in paper computer games, or PCGs for short, which, though, if you're not familiar with those, there are basically adventure games that you and a friend play together, and the scenes play out on sheets of paper. And so this is a popular character from them. And so as for Zuvak as a card, he's a machine, 4 cost, 3 attack, 3 defense. His first ability, Power Up, states that the character may have any number of modifier actions attached to it. Normally most characters can have 1, but he's one of the few exceptions. And then you have Second Gear, which states that when he's knocked out, you return all modifiers attached to him to your hand. So, pretty good character that synergizes with modifiers, and a fun deck to build around, I think. And this is a creation of Chris DeLuca. So, and speaking of him, I actually decided to turn him into a card as well. We've got Christoph the Welder. He's actually based off a friend of the guy who manages the paper computer games channel, Chris. So that's who I've decided to design this card after. You can see Zuvak's head in the background there. But as for him as a card, he's a 3 cost, 0 attack, 4 defense, and he actually synergizes with Tank Zuvak here pretty well. His upgrade ability states that when he enters play from your hand, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Then you choose a modifier action of cost 3 or less and attach to one of your machine characters. Then you shuffle the rest into your deck. So it's a pretty nice card to have. And then you have Fat Man Jones here. Now, one of the popular puzzles to include in paper computer games is that you have a rather fat guy that you have to get past in some way. And so this is kind of an homage to those. And so he's doesn't really have any text on him. He's just 0 attack, 10 defense for 5 cost, and he's a pretty big defender, if I do say so myself. And then we have Akari of the Underworld. This is a collaboration I did with another homemade trading card game creator. His name is Kingshoil. If I remember, I'll definitely post a link to his channel in the description. And he originally sent me a sketch that he wanted me to put in the game, and I basically designed the character around that. So Akari of the Underworld here is a 7 cost dragon spirit, 5 attack, 5 defense, and the Soul Eater ability is very powerful. For 3 power, you get to remove any number of characters from your discard pile from the game, and for each one you remove, this character gets plus X attack, where X is the number of characters you remove this way. So it's a nice little finisher for your dragon deck. It's a very nice card overall. Next is Breaking the Ice, which features a couple more characters from the homemade trading card community. You have Henry the Penguin here, who's by Epic Underworlds, and then you have Icicle Man, also known as Eco Man, depending on your preferences, and they're hanging out with Sentient Icicle over here. As for the card itself, it basically states each player may draw up to 2 cards, and it's 2 costs, so pretty nice. Next is Heavy Gravity. This one not only features one of my own small fry characters, but it also features another HTCG community character in Clyde the Cloud, who is also by Epic Underworlds. This is a 2-cost card, which states characters with evasive lose this ability until the end of turn. So if your opponent's playing a lot of evasive characters, this can get around them. And I just kind of like the art where they just kind of fell out of the sky here. We got the Swords of Clyde here in the background as well. And then finally is a card that's not in the game. I just kind of made this for fun. This is another character from Epic Underworlds. This is Spike Serpent. I was just kind of inspired by those cards and decided to try to make a version of it for my own game, just for fun. It's a 6-cost serpent, 5 attack, 5 defense, and its ability is Spike Counter, so when this character is knocked out by battle, you choose an opposing character with defense 3 or less and knock it out. Usually the Spike Serpents in Epic Underworld's games, they have an effect where on entry they do a certain amount of damage to a character that's in play. And since damage doesn't really stick on characters in the Make Your Own card game, I had to kind of retool it a little bit, but I think it worked out pretty well. That being said, while this card here isn't in the game, Epic did introduce a card of his own to the game. I'll have to edit it in post on screen. You'll be seeing it on screen right now. It's Chill Eco Man. It's a 2-cost, 1 attack, 1 defense icicle that states with an ability where if it's knocked out by battle, you get to draw a card. So it's a nice little early game character you can have in play. And I think you did a pretty good job on it. And of course, if you want to submit your own cards to the game, I do have a link in the description as well to find out how you can make your own cards for this game. And that about does it for this video. Thank you for watching. Definitely throw me a like if you enjoyed, and definitely hit me up if you have any ideas for cards you want to put in this game. What you can put them in the comments of this video, or if you're in my Discord server, you can submit your ideas there as well. So thank you very much again for watching, and thank you again for all your support and for subscribing to the channel. And I will see you in whatever video I upload next, and take care.